This is Life Below. It's an underwater city builder that's kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm Orbital Potato. Let's jump in. Right, we're in. Now, very unfortunately, there is an unskippable tutorial, which I always dislike, but it's okay, because there's enough sort of interesting things here that are worth talking about and worth exploring. So, this is the heart of our reef, and it's all kind of like corally, or it's corally at least for now. We get a couple of different tools at our disposal, and we are going to increase the number of tools that we have at our disposal. We have control of these 4 sprites, as indicated up here. Now, they have certain actions, and they're limited at the moment. However, we are going to start the process of reclaiming the resource piles that are around the place. This is going to give us 2 resources. It's going to give us coral matter, which is indicated up here, and it's also going to give us, well, these are whatever these things are, pearls, that's right. So we're going to nab ourselves some pearls and also a little bit of coral, which is going to be good because that is going to fulfill our objective, and if I go into 3 times speed, then we're going to get there just that little bit faster. Our vision has now increased, and this is going to give us the opportunity to build and explore a couple of different elements. First things first, there's just a sort of plain old resource pile over here. Let's just set that up to be claimed. Same with that bad boy. There's also like a little, I don't know, like an underwater swimming pool. I suppose technically all swimming pools are underwater in a sense. Either way, what we can now do is we can start building out the, I don't know, the core of our infrastructure. We've only got three buildings at the moment, or 3 corals at the moment. We've got a sprout coral. These are effectively like farms or production factories, and if we build them in this specific location, on top of these sprout nodes, there's a few more over here that we can't currently see, but if we build them on top of there, it's going to cost us a few coral matter, going to cost us a few pearls, get that all built, and that should give us... pause for dramatic effect. It should give us... Yep, there we go. It should give us a sprout coral. Now, a sprout coral, as I say, it's a factory. All we need to do is make sure that it is powered. How do we power things underwater? Well, we use the moon coral. It produces energy for your reef, which is grand, and it produces 5 per hour. Great. You can see, by the way, that we have a sort of existing network, but it is... restricted. There's also a clam up here. A clam works very, very similar to a sprout coral, except a clam is going to produce pearls for us. I am, however, going to need to build a moon coral over here as well in order to ensure that we can extend the boundaries of our power network. And suddenly, what do you know? We have got a clam that is producing a pearl every hour, I think. 1 every hour. And then we have got 5 coral matter per hour coming out of each sprout coral, which is pretty nice. And that will get us across the line in terms of our objective very soon indeed. And after that, a little sort of node pops up over here. Now, there's quite a lot of sort of, I guess like little animated cutscenes about... I think this is Gia, technically, is the jellyfish that is kind of showing us around. Or no, maybe not. Maybe that's Thalassa. I'm not overly interested in sort of the story. I'm more interested in the sort of city building mechanics. Let's sort of get through to this. Talk to the Lost Spirit. Yeah, Lost Spirit is just sort of chilling over here. This is... you know, nice little bit of exposition here. However, what we are going to have to do is fulfill the objective of the Lost Spirit in order to gain something. This Lost Spirit of a decorator crab wants something shiny. Pearls would be the perfect thing to help. I will accept the quest, and if we have the pearls, which I absolutely do, we should be able to deliver them to the spirit directly. And hopefully, that means that we are going to be able to make some progress and evolve our base. Look at that. Claim the Spirit's Gift. We're going to get a Growth Coral and a Brain Coral. Brain Coral is going to give us some science, and the Growth Coral, well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Let's build them, shall we? Brain Coral produces Growth Essence, which is used to conduct growth. It does have a little upkeep of power, but if we build it, it should be worthwhile. And the growth coral is going to allow us to expand the knowledge of your reef through unlocking new growths. It has to be manned by at least 1 water sprite to function. Okay, do we... Needs to be placed on a rock surface. You don't have enough pearls to build this right away. That's not necessarily a problem. We can at least start the construction process and start working away at it. The pearls, do we need to increase the number of pearls that we have coming in? I almost feel like maybe we should. Oh, look, by the way, I've got some other options for my sprites. Restore. Cool. Reclaim, move, harvest. Very, very cool. I would like to get a clam. Let's build a clam over here. We don't quite have enough resources yet. We do need a few more pearls, but that's just going to allow us to start producing just that little bit faster. I hope this bad boy is going to get built first. Looks like that is indeed the case, and then we can move on to this secondary clam, which will definitely help with our pearl production. Alrighty, everything is looking good. We're almost done with that secondary clam, which is great. We are continuing to pump out a whole bunch of brain juice, which is the growth essence. We're going to get 5 an hour, which is pretty good. We've clearly been running for about 6 hours, which is fine. The growth coral is now up and running, which is very cool, and we can jump on in to the tech tree. We have an objective here to unlock a crafter, and we need to build one as well. Well, I will start the process of doing that. What's it going to require? 10 pearls, 50 science. It's going to take 30 seconds at 100% research rate, so we're clearly not going to be able to get that done quite yet, just because, I mean, well, frankly, we don't have the science or the pearls. We don't have either of those things. But that's okay, because we'll be able to, you know, just jump it into fast-forward speed, and with the magic of editing, it should take no time at all. There we go. The crafter has just been unlocked. Took no time, actually. A few other things maybe to chat about. We've got temperature, which is 26 degrees Celsius, which is fine. The safe range is there. We're very much within it. Same with the pH levels. We're all good. There's a little sort of algae meter over here as well. We want to keep the balance as central as we possibly can, and I mean, it doesn't seem like it's problematic for us, so let's not worry about it too much quite yet. Right, a crafter, the opportunity to get crafting, definitely something that I'm interested in. I'm also thinking we still need more pearls. Like, we still need a heck of a lot more pearls. Am I happy with this? I'm actually kind of not. Let's see if we can try and slam down another clam. Is that going to be too much power for us? No, we got plenty of power because we got 2 of these bad boys, and we get a pretty decent amount of power from the reef heart. So that's fine. Either way, we should be prioritizing this building first, or this coral first, and then we can move on to the 3rd clam, which should be grand. I think we've got plenty of coral matter, to be honest. It's not really a problem, but we could maybe get a few more, but I don't really have any additional space. Also, there's a world boundary over here. This is the sort of edge of, yeah, not enough biodiversity. We can't purchase additional space quite yet. I think you can see there's like a map up here, so you can see Frost Archipelago, you know, Cliff Lagoon. Kind of difficult to see, but there are visually different areas that we are presumably going to be exploring in due course. Right, this is all looking great. We got the crafter up and running. We're currently crafting nothing. However, we should be able to craft something in the future. Unlock the soul wells. Soul wells have to be built on well springs. Okay, let's have a little look down here. Soul well, what do we require? We require 10 pearls. I'll start the process of getting that up and running. I don't think that we need to craft anything. I don't think we even can craft anything here. Yeah, we literally do not even have the opportunity to do anything at the crafter, but we've at least built the darn thing, so that's a step in the right direction. If we finish up with this research here, then we'll be able to build... How many wells do we have? We got 2 wells. What the heck is this? Seagrass? Used for crafting. Ooh, you can use this seagrass to craft a seagrass lure. Okay, let's harvest it. Let's harvest it. What's up? Oh, have we maxed out we've maxed out our pearl production. That is remarkable, because we have pretty consistently not had enough. Although I suppose our real issue is the fact that my water sprites are probably a little bit busier than they normally would be. Either way, build a soul well. Let's get that started. It is here. They can only be placed on well springs, and they are going to give us the essence. It's out of the network. Let's pump that in there. And we'll also build another moon coral for good measure. Sure, that's fine. Pretty darn good. Can I make a lure or something now? No, even though we have set this up to be harvested. Excellent. It doesn't look like we can use that in the crafter. We may have to unlock a... recipe. Oh, yeah, look at this. Seagrass lure. Crafting cost, we need 3 pearls and 1 seagrass. Sure. Let's do it. We'll get 10 wildlife with this lure. The seagrass lure attracts clownfish to the zone. That's Nemo. That's the real deal. Right, let's also see if we can try and harvest the rest of these bits of seagrass. Doesn't look like that one's fully harvested yet, so that's fine, but it looks like we can get that one done, which is nice. Anything else of interest? Yep. We'll do it. We'll do it. There's also a tiny little area over here that we can build a sprout coral on, which I might very well do. Right. We've got the soul well. That's up and running. It's providing some essence, which is great. Can be used at the crafter structure into sprite essence. That's fine. That's fine indeed. Okay, sprite soul. Amazing. So this is going to give us the water sprite, or the ability to hatch water sprites. Let's freaking go. Let's absolutely freaking go. So the way that it works, I guess, is there is one single base material. We can turn that base material into whatever we want to, as long as we have all of the components. And at the moment, all of the components are coral matter, oral pearls. That's quite literally just it. And also, I just need more pearls. I'm gonna go for more of them. I mean, we've got plenty of coral matter. In fact, I actually have too much coral matter, to be brutally honest with you. We have just increased the number of water sprites. Very, very nice. We must do something about this place immediately. Are you going to tell me to craft a lure by any chance? Maybe. We'll see. We are crafting the water sprite egg thing now, whatever it's called. Or we're hatching it here, apparently. We've crafted it, and now we're hatching it in the reef hearts. Boom. There we go. A brand new sprite. That is fantastic. I kind of dig that, to be honest. I kind of dig that. I would like to open crafting, and I would like to craft a sprite essence again. Yep, I know it's going to take me a whole bunch of pearls, but it's absolutely going to be worthwhile. Unlock the anemone and algae coral. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy to do that. Also, what else is there over here? Tier 1 zones. Doesn't look like we can do anything over there. I think it's just this down here. 10 pearls, 50 research. We'll have that soon. We'll queue it up. We'll queue it up for now. And we'll get the job done in, hopefully, very brief time. I'm still waiting for 5 additional pearls in order to hatch a new water sprite. That's fine. You're not fully good to go yet. You are fully good to go. We'll get you harvested. Fantastic. And we will continue to craft. We've now crafted our 6th water sprite egg, which is superb. And we're doing our research. Great. This is all looking fantastic. Can I craft some lures? I don't think I've actually done anything with the lures yet. At least not as far as I'm aware. Can I? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I can place an anemone now. Build 2 anemones, and 3 algae corals. Right, let's build them, like, here. 1, 2, 3. That is a huge investment, but it'll be worth it. We'll also nab ourselves a moon coral over there, and... Ooh! The research tree has opened up. Okay, storage coral. Yes, super interested in this. It's a global storage capacity. We'll immediately jump in and see if we can try and do that. The Tier 1 zones unlock the ability to purchase Tier 1 zones. I do require 1 biodiversity, and I've got no biodiversity at the moment. However, we're going to get there, I think. And I've already got the lures. I've already prepped the lures to lure in the clownfish, which we should be able to get as soon as we get a nice little home for them, which will be these anemones. Because I know my clownfish because I've seen Finding Nemo. So, you know, I know how it works. I know how it works. We also need to build algae corals. How the heck do I build algae corals? I've got them. Yeah, I've got them. Produces 20 algae. It does require... Everything flipping requires pearls. Literally everything requires the gosh darned pearls. Okay, well, we'll build 3 algae things. Actually, I technically don't need to build this one yet. We'll reclaim you. Just because I don't need to. And 1, 2, 3... And then a soul well? I feel like we'll build a soul well because that's going to allow me to increase the number of water sprites that I can house by 2, which would be pretty large, actually. So we'll do that, and we'll also set up another little bit of crafting. We can't set up some more crafting because we do not have any additional soul juice or whatever the heck it's called. The stuff that I use to craft. But that's okay. Let's get all of this stuff done. See where that leaves us. We were also just finishing up with the storage coral, which I am going to build right here. I don't need to prioritize it. It is already lowest on the priority list, so that's fine. We'll finish up with this algae. We'll finish up with our brand new soul well. We've actually used a big old backlog of the coral matter, which is very, very, very pleasant indeed. Craft a seagrass lure, place a seagrass lure. Right. I've crafted a few already. I don't know where they've gone into the big old ether, but we'll craft one more just to do it. And then, I don't know, we just have to hope that we figure out how to place one, I suppose. Is it a sprite action? It's not. It's not in here. It's not in here either. Yeah. To use a lure, place them on any open place. Okay. Ah, lure storage. That's exactly what we need. Okay, we got 3 seagrass lures. Brilliant. Bring him over here. Fantastic. Yeah, yeah. I absolutely get the clownfish to come over to the anemone zone. That's fine. Lure wildlife. Where is it? Where's the wildlife? I want to see some fish. I'm sick and tired of just looking at these water sprites. Lure in the wildlife. Have 2 out of 5 biodiversity. Luring wildlife to the reef increases biodiversity. New species provide more biodiversity. Okay. Oh, I see the fish. I see fish. I see fish. Okay, great. Fantastic. We have some inhabitants. I'm very happy with that. That's looking good. Have I got anything else to place? No. How many? Ooh, our network is very close to overloading. We can support at least 10 more fish. So you know what? We're gonna crack down. We're gonna crack down another lure. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. The fish don't really seem to want to live in their homes that I have built bespoke. I gotta be honest, but that's okay. Seagraph lure is finished. Luring. Click to view the lured wildlife. We kind of knew it would be clownfish, and I'm delighted that it is indeed clownfish. We've attracted 13. Looks like we get a guaranteed 10, so it attracts exactly the right number of clownfish in order to fulfill our mission here. I would wager that once we fulfill wildlife, we'll also fulfill the biodiversity target as well. And I suspect that we are now going to be moving on to expanding out into this zone, which is cool. Hazardous events. The heat wave is increasing the water temperature in the zone, damaging your structures and wildlife. Try to find a way to decrease water temperature. Ooh, okay. Not super hot about that. Hazard. Yeah, you sense heat rising from the earth. Where is this? Oh, that's down. That's down here. I can't purchase any of that stuff. I can move forward and get the next level of... Ah, hold on. Heat coral? Chill coral. Unlocks the chill coral, which lets you decrease the temperature. It's going to cost me 100 flipping research points. That's a lot of research points. I'll do it. It's going to cost 1 biodiversity. Is that going to, like, physically expunge my biodiversity from from up here. How much do I need to buy this brand new area? 5? Okay. I still need 40 additional research points. Let's see if we can try and grab ourselves another brain coral. Good. Storage-wise, we're looking fine. Pearl-wise, we're actually looking fine. I am remarkably happy that that is all good. Also, I have the capacity to get more water sprites, and yet I have neglected to do so. So let's see if we can try and craft 2 of those water sprites so that we can get a little bit more movement in the factory. That's definitely what we're after. We've doubled up on our research now, which is fantastic. I will maybe get another moon coral. Maybe get another moon coral over here. The reason being is I can always throw down an additional sprout coral over there. Even though, to be brutally honest, we don't really need any more coral, to be honest. Any more coral matter. But we might as well. Yeah, so things are really, really hot right now. And with things being hot, it means that we are clearly losing a lot of HP, which is not good. The growth chill coral has been completed. Fantastic. It's time to move, and it's time to move fast. Decreases the temperature in the zone. Let's get 1. Let's get 2. I think the zone is this entire area, so I don't think that we're really going to need to worry about, you know, anything. But I might need to build more. We can always, you know, we can take action. Wow, lots of HP is being lost. That is quite a lot. Power, we are at power capacity. That is not good. Moon coral. Yep, go for more moon coral, please. And go for some more chill coral as well, because I'm clearly going to need more chill coral. Nice. Try that. Try that at least for now. Okay, that takes us back down to 29. That's good. I have just commissioned... What did I just commission? 3 more? Probably not necessary. Probably not necessary, and something that we should look to avoid, because if we overchill, then we are going to be in the exact same position that we were in. Maybe I don't reclaim that one. I'll build 1 more. I'll build 1 more just to be on the safe side. That's fine. One of your energy networks requires more energy. I choose not to believe that. I choose not to believe that, video game. Right. Time for tier 1 zones, isn't it? 20 pearls, 1 biodiversity, and 100 science. Cool. So, it does look like biodiversity is a spent resource. It's not just sort of like a milestone resource. We don't get to keep it as we go. But that's okay. That is a-okay. Temperature is rising. No, it's not. I've already dealt with that. And, in fact, it should go down even more once we get this started. Smart disabled. The structure's utility is not needed right now. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about that. It's just turned off. What can I do about it? Nothing. So even though we're getting the notification saying that we still have temperature that's rising, we can't cool it down. I don't care. That's fine. It's not the end of the world, is it? Quite happy to deal with that. Right, let's do a little bit more lure harvesting. Let's, hopefully... I mean, can I undertake... Can I do... Yeah, I can do restore, can't I? Can I just, like, drag... Can I just undertake, yeah, restoration efforts for the entire... Okay, I'm clearly doing something incorrect here, because I've ended up flipping half of them on and then half of them off again. Right, manually select them so that we get everything repaired that we want to get done. That's good. That's good. Okay, tier 1 growth zones is done. Add additional zones. And we are gonna what are we gonna look to purchase? This one maybe? 25 pearls, 10 biodiversity. Nope. 25 pearls, 5 biodiversity. Sure. Can I get some more compatriots joining me here? Basic fish habitat unlocks the basic fish habitat used to house basic fish. Is that what I need to get? Acid coral, that's going to do... Yeah, so acid coral, alkaline, they're going to deal with the pH. I think we need to get the basic fish habitat and then try and get some more fish. Alternatively, right, place another anemone. which is apparent. I still don't have enough flipping pearls. Can you believe that? After all this time, I still haven't got on top of my pearl production game. That's okay though, because it doesn't take that long to make them, and we're usually okay about doing them. Let's get a lure situation going. We'll attract some more wildlife. Yes, I know we're going to need some more housing. That's fine. You've unlocked the wildlife. Unhoused wildlife will leave the reef if you don't build them the correct habitat. I'm on top of it. Don't worry, video game. I'm on top of it. 5 out of 10. Beautiful. Biodiversity. Keep it coming. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. More, 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 more. Only issue that I have is that we might not... It might not end up being a very biodiverse situation if I just have a clownfish. A school of clownfishes, I suppose. It's kind of to be expected, but it looks like the... Okay, it looks like the biodiversity increased by 1. We could maybe push that up again. Let's try. We'd have to craft some new anemones, which I can do from here. Great. Craft, 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 craft. Get that all done. Build the next lot of anemones. Place down the lure, which I am just going to build here. And then that should allow us to unlock the Cliff Lagoon. Yeah. Nice. And then after the Cliff Lagoon, we need to get 10 biodiversity. The 10 biodiversity is a little bit more of a challenge, I would say, because... I mean, we do have the basic fish habitat now. What do I need for that? Houses all basic fish except clownfish. Well, that's a little bit exclusionary. But that's okay. How's my power grid looking? It's looking like it's going to need a little bit of support. We'll get a moon coral. Sure. Okay. 4 biodiversity. 4 biodiversity. How's the housing situation looking over here? It's looking fine. We have maxed out the anemones, but that is apparently still not enough to bump us up to a 5th. We'll just have to sort of settle for that. Right. Basic fish habitat has been built. It's reasonably good. Is there a crafting menu that is going to allow me to get basic fish? Am I going to be required to get something in here? I have a funny feeling that I am. Shoreline Gulf is almost running out of algae to feed the fish. Ah. Well, how about I get some more algae coral? How about that? Get loads more. Heck yeah. Do it. Just throw them all down. Also, nab 1 more anemone. Brilliant. And... 1 more seagrass. But or 1 more lure. 1 more seagrass lure. But I'm only going to place that after we get a little bit closer to finishing up the anemone house. Which shouldn't take very long at all. Place that down there. Brilliant. Yeah, it's feeling good. It's feeling really good, to be honest. Moon coral, moon coral. We're going to need more power anyway. This is feeling like quite expansive, to be honest. There's quite a lot going on right now. Hey, that's our 5th biodiversity. Let's lock in this purchase. Breathe in that H2O. Fantastic. Yeah, I am delighted. And it looks like it's a completely different color. And it's much larger as well. Holy cow. Very large. What is this? Move the boulder? Yeah, let's move the boulder. Whatever the heck that is. So, we need to get a new recipe somehow. For... Oh, it's a spring. It's a well under there. That's fine. Queue up that boulder to be moved as well. Is there anything else here? I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. Yeah, not at all. This area just feels like very, very grim. Right. We're gonna need something else in order to get a different type of fish. I think, because we need to craft basically a new lure, right? We need to craft a new lure for the non-basic fish. Sorry, for the basic fish. The non-basic fish, the fish that we've already got. Unless there's like a zone up here that we can get access to, I suspect... Yeah, it is this one 100% that we need to try and get. Okay, that's fine. Let me see if I can try and set this area up. I don't really know what we're gonna need to do. We can move that boulder. I mean, we can set all of these boulders up to be moved. But I don't know what else we're gonna need in order to make this work. But I am gonna get some more water sprites though, so that's kind of a cool thing to do. I know it's out with the energy network, but we can quite easily get that all set up relatively smoothly. Aha! This looks very curious. Not quite sure what that is, but that's okay. Anyway, continue setting this up. Let's see where that takes us. So, just had a couple of buildings come online here. It looks like the pH levels are aggressively bad in this zone. I don't think they're bad in this zone, which is fine. But I need biodiversity, basically, in order to unlock the research to get, what is it, an alkaline coral, which increases the pH value. So do we need to increase or decrease? We need to increase. So we need the alkaline one. Yeah. We need the alkaline one, and if we need the alkaline one, that means that we need to get way more anemones in here. Like, just unquestionably way more. I mean, bring them all in. We'll also just place down, like, all of our additional lures. Yeah. Please, 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 just get the job done and get it done quickly, because these things are running out of HP. Running out of HP. Let's do restore. Can I restore all these? We'll certainly try. We'll absolutely certainly try. Okay, the lures are coming along nicely. That's great. I'm going to collect more of the seagrass over here. Perfect. I suspect that we will probably have... Oh, there we go. Look, 3 biodiversity. We didn't even have to try for it. That's very nice. Okay, research, alkaline, boom, get the job done. Fantastic. Happy days. And we've still got one more anemone to go. But that is fine, and we will soon have this area completely under control, which is very satisfying. Of course, we still need more pearls. I am still chronically short of pearls, but, I mean, I suspect that there is going to be no change in that regard for a little while. All right. Did it. Built 2 alkaline corals. Very nice. This area does need to be fixed a little bit, but that's okay. The good thing is that I've finished building and hopefully saving. I do need to get them repaired a little bit. In fact, there's a lot of stuff in here that I need to get repaired. But now that the pH value is are fixed, that's fine. Also, a whale has been seen heading towards the reef. I don't know how I feel about that. In fact, no, let me take it back. I know exactly how I feel about that. Not flippin' good is how I feel about it. So, let's get some more deliverers. That's great. Oh, look at this. My clownfish are schooling. They're I don't know, coalescing into one. That's very nice. Very cool. Right, I'm still after a little bit more biodiversity. I still don't know how to get any other fish. I don't know how to get any other fish other than... Should move this bad boy? Move that rock. Don't know how to get any other fish other than a clownfish, which, yeah, it's fine. Don't get me wrong, clownfish are okay, but, I mean, can I not get more than a single clownfish? I don't think I'm missing anything, right? Right, well, we'll just put down... What's that, 5? 6? 6 additional... 6 additional, let's, here we go. 6 additional spots for some habitats, because we need them. We need loads and loads of additional spots. So that's what we'll do. Get this all repaired. Do we need any more pearls? Do we need any more clams? No, not really. I could set up, and probably should set up, some additional corals, though. That is a very important thing to do. Get that set up like so. We're going to move this rock, and there is going to be not very much of interest underneath it. Still want to know what's over here, though. Still want to know what's over there. But either way, I mean, if we're not going to be able to get any other... I mean, I just don't even know. Houses all basic fish except clownfish. I don't think a whale counts as a fish, so I don't think we're going to be suddenly able to house the whale in the basic fish habitat. That seems slightly optimistic. I'm just going to need to get this all... Just going to need to get it all fixed. We're just going to have nothing but clownfish in order to meet our biodiversity target, in order to get in here, which is 10. That's fine. I can do it. I'll manage. Would you look at this? What an operation I have got going now. All of the sprites are going absolutely gangbusters. I got loads of power production over here. Built a few more anemones. That's right. I don't even think they're all housed yet. They're not. However, I'm looking up at the sort of top here. Structures 100%, wildlife 100%, etc, etc, etc. Over here, we've got wildlife at 0%. So I'm thinking, you know, why not share the love? Why not try and build a little bit of a clownfish factory over here? And I'm doing that. I'm building a few more lures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, bang those down. And then after we are done with this, we will move on and try and nab ourselves... we'll try and nab ourselves some lures in the original base. You have starving wildlife, place down some more algae. Ooh, I did not consider that we need algae over here. So let's do that. It's probable that some of these fish are going to die. Do I care? I kind of do, but I also kind of have no choice. So we're just going to have to endure that. This is looking pretty good. Our little production setup is looking quite nice. Yeah, I mean, it's all fine. We should have plenty of power. It's all powered. Built a few of these extra moon corals now. So if the fish can hold on for just a mere moment or two, we should see the algae situation rectified, and we should see it rectified pretty quickly. We are already up to 9 biodiversity, which is amazing. Don't think... Yeah, I've not exhausted all of the housing here. Almost all of it, though. We can still squeeze 2 more lures in here. Perfect. That's exactly the number that I've got. And I can head back on over and hopefully build even more of them. Fantastic. Brilliant. Throw them down. I'm really enjoying this, you know. I'm really, really enjoying this. It's not a conventional city builder in the sense that you might, you know, you're building the city necessarily. But it's very cool. It feels very unique. It feels very different. Right. I think I've got the goods. I've got the goods to get the Forsaken straight. Let's do it. What's Forsaken about it? There's a lot Forsaken about it. There's a skeleton, for goodness sake. I suspect that that may very well be the end of the current build of the game. Let's skip forward, because I am not overly interested in seeing that little final cutscene. I did indeed guess correctly. Okay, so I mean, if you play it at a pretty decent speed, you'll probably get about 40 or minutes or so from that. A little bit on the short side for a demo, but a really promising premise. The real question for me is whether or not it's going to expand upon this premise in release, whenever that is. And I don't think that we have any deadline or date for it yet. But an interesting premise, nonetheless. Life Below, folks. You can check it out. Linked down in the description below. Thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.